you're guilty of something.
I'm not. I didn't kill my wife.
And nobody's accused you of killing your wife. That's the first time that word has even come out in this entire conversation. Is that?
No, you said that you killed your wife.
I didn't. I never asked you that.
It was at this moment 73-year-old Philip Snyder realized his devious plan was over. The man had just murdered his wife, Roberta, and thought he could get away with it by spewing some bizarre stories.
I was just barely able to lift her up and throw her over the edge, and then put her in the river, and then current took it away.
However, the truth was far more horrifying, and the detectives already had him cornered.
We have pictures of your truck in Worcester, Ohio, without her in it, although you say she is. But that lie is on top of all these other lies.
But Philip was one deceitful murderer, and the detectives had to do much more than just manipulate him.
While she was asleep on the couch, you put a plastic bag over her head, which is and tied it up. She was on the plastic. But how'd you get her on the plastic?
She fell there.
Was that all to what Philip had done, or was there something even more sinister? To uncover the truth, the detectives would soon take an unbelievable step.
I don't even care if you cut her up, put her in a blender, and drank her for breakfast.
On January 4th, 2018, Philip Snyder informed his in-laws that he was taking Roberta on a trip to Memphis. Roberta, who was ill and wished to visit the place one last time, had accompanied him, or so he claimed. Upon Philip's return home alone, controversy ensued. He explained that Roberta had passed away during the trip, prompting relatives to become suspicious. On January 10th, 2018, they alerted the police to investigate Philip's story.
Hey, Phil. Are you Phil?
Yeah.
You mind if I step in for a second?
Sure, good morning.
How you doing?
Doing good.
Good. Hey, we had some calls from family members, and they just wanted us to come out and check and make sure you're okay on you and your wife. You guys okay?
I'm okay, yes.
Okay.
My wife passed away.
Okay, when did that happen?
The 6th.
The 6th of January?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right away, alarm bells went off in the detectives' minds. Philip showed no signs of a man grieving the loss of his wife of over 50 years, but it was what he said next that would turn their confusion into outright suspicion.
So when they transported, did you speak with the coroner or?
No.
No?
No.
So what happened? So where's your wife now? What happened to her?
They took her to a place where they cremate people.
Okay, and you don't know where that is either?
No. They said I didn't need to stay. But if I wanted to, I could just go ahead and go home.
Okay. So what are they going to do with the cremation?
She didn't want no ashes kept back.
No loving husband could possibly be unaware of what happened to his deceased wife. It was unthinkable that someone would abandon the body of a loved one without knowing its whereabouts.
So when this all happened, the ambulance transported to the hospital.
Wherever to.
So you don't know the ambulance or the hospital or anything?
No.
This was the moment Philip Snyder became the prime suspect in his wife's death. The detectives needed critical information to uncover the truth. And what better way than to stay close to Philip himself? So once again, they arranged a meeting with him.
Who took her and where did she go?
I don't know for sure. I don't know.
Do you know that there's going to be some people that may think you did something to her?
I didn't.
But I'm just asking you, do you know that there are some people that may think that of you?
I didn't do anything to her.
You know, I'm already getting phone calls from the news channels. This is going to be a big story.
That's exactly what happened once officers gathered all available surveillance footage to trace Philip's trip to Memphis. In one particular clip from January 7th, Philip was seen in the driver's seat, but there was no sign of Roberta. On January 14th, when detectives confronted him, his story took a completely different plot.
That's the reason that you didn't see her on the videos, because she was already dead. She was dead on the way down. Oh my goodness. She was, but I wanted to get her to Graceland. So I did. But I didn't harm her. I did not harm her. I wanted to make it so that she could be there.
I know you were guilty. I would have been happy.
What do you do? What do you do? I didn't do nothing to her.
Courage.
See, the Kentucky River or the Tennessee River was on the way home. I put her in. I was just barely able to lift her up and throw her over the edge. And I put her in the river.
Philip's story shifted dramatically from claiming his wife was taken away in an ambulance for cremation to admitting he had thrown her body into a river. But this raised an even bigger question. If Roberta had truly died of natural causes, why would he lie in the first place?
And the current took it away.
So why did you throw her in the river?
I didn't want her to be cremated. I wanted her to be with nature. And I wanted her to be safe with nature. And I figured if she went downstream, no one would ever be able to find her. You want to take me to jail?
I want to take you to jail. No.
Surely Mr. Nature Lover wasn't headed straight to jail just yet. There were still critical steps before that, starting with a thorough house search and a grueling interrogation. The search proved to be a game changer when a sniffing dog uncovered something in a box in the basement. A bloody, torn piece of cloth that belonged to Roberta. By then, Philip knew dark days were ahead. In a desperate move, he left a letter for his son, Kenny, insisting he hadn't harmed Roberta before attempting to take his own life, but failing to do so. And once again, the detectives found him, ensuring he's still far away from escaping the hands of justice.
So, why did you cut up her shirt?
I didn't. Where was this at?
So, why'd you cut up her shirt?
I didn't. Where's that at?
In your basement.
No, that's something that she's done.
No.
I didn't do that.
Even now, Philip refuses to accept the evidence against him. This time, he takes it a step further by dragging his own son into the mix as he spins yet another version of events.
If here's the thing that really bothers me the most. If you are innocent, you want the truth to be out there, the whole truth. But we have indisputable evidence that you're not being truthful. So why don't you just explain to me so I don't have to go and tell the grand jury what I think happened? So we can know exactly what happened. Kenny deserves to know where his mom is. I've told you before and I'm telling you again, I will drive you there. We will go and get her. Don't let the final chapter of this story be written by law enforcement. Explain why you panicked, what you did, how you did it, where you did it, and let us all move on.
I don't want to continue this.
But what to say is just the truth. Did she die at home and you took her to Memphis anyway? I mean, I understand that if that's what you did, but I know she wasn't riding in your truck. We got indisputable evidence that she was not in your truck, at least not in the front. Okay, so if she was in the back, what difference does it make if she was in the back between Columbus and Cincinnati, or if she was in the back when you left your garage? What difference does it make? Other than it's true.
Have Kenny come in, please.
Fine, dude.
They think she died at home.
How did she?
Yes. I took her to, she wanted to go one more time to,
I asked you this last night.
I know.
So, okay, now, tell us about what happened. You asked for Kenny to come here, and we don't have a problem with that. We just made a nice little breakthrough, but I'm still telling you, you got to explain the whole thing.
She coughed phlegm, a large amount of phlegm, and she passed away. And her tongue was like swollen, and I panicked. And I don't know why I took the heart.
Okay, but hold on a second. When did she pass away from? You drove to Memphis on the 4th, right? When did she pass away?
I guess on the 4th.
When did you cut her shirt off of?
I don't remember doing that.
You were just going to tell him you cut it off. And then I interrupted you, and I'm sorry.
Mom's shirt. I don't remember doing it. I was in shock. I don't know.
Phil.
I don't know.
At this point, Philip's statements are all over the place. Even his son, Kenny, has begun to realize that his father has done something terrible. But now, it's time to listen to Philip's final story. It, once again, is going to take an insane turn.
She coughed up a big chunk of phlegm
When?
at home.
When?
Did it happen on Wednesday night or did it happen Thursday morning?
Thursday, I think.
Phil,
Thursday morning.
Phil, let me tell you something.
I don't know for sure. It's been, how long ago?
It's been a while.
Anyway, but I don't remember cutting the shirt.
How did you get her out of the house?
I carried her out of the house.
Over your shoulder?
Yeah.
Drag her?
No.
No. Was she wrapped in plastic?
Yes.
So this 2 garbage bag story?
It was at home. I didn't want her to urinate all over everything, if there was any. Because I heard that if a person dies, they'll start to urinate. And I didn't want that to happen, so I put a bag around her bottom.
You didn't use the plastic that you were laying on?
No.
That same kind of plastic?
No.
So you expect us to believe that your wife is dead. In other words, she can't help you move her. And you put a garbage bag around her bottom and carried her out to your car.
Out to the back of the truck.
That's the truck.
If she lost weight. She didn't weigh as much as that.
Let's see if we're out of this. So, she died at home.
Yes.
The story has changed 3 times, but it was clear that none of it makes any sense. If his wife had truly died of illness, why not just bury her or cremate her like any normal person would? Why go to such lengths to hide the truth from those closest to them? Philip being guilty was crystal clear, but the officers had no choice but to wait for more concrete evidence.
I haven't counted, but I bet I got more than 20, probably not 50, but more than 20 lies. And you lied to him in the beginning. You lied to Brian. You lied to every family. You called every single one of them and told them a different version of the story. And you know what that tells a person that's been a policeman all his life? You're guilty of something.
I'm not. I didn't kill my wife.
And nobody's accused you of killing your wife.
I didn't.
Yeah, that's the first time that word has even come out in this entire conversation. Was that?
No, you said, did you kill your wife?
I didn't. I never asked you that. I've never asked you that. I've asked you what happened.
I didn't harm my wife.
Well, you said that a bunch of times. You said that in a note, didn't you? Did you leave a note for Kenny? Why?
I wanted him to know I didn't harm his mom.
Okay. But honestly, do you think he knows that now?
I hope he does.
But how does anybody know anything if you are still being deceptive?
The case was far from over as there simply wasn't enough direct evidence to arrest Philip. Reluctantly, they had to let him go. However, the detectives weren't giving up. They meticulously devised a plan that would soon crack the case wide open. The detectives enlisted the help of retired undercover agent Joan Bauer for the job. For the next 3 months, she was assigned the task of uncovering the truth behind Philip's story.
Hi, how are you?
See the girl over there?
Yeah, last week. Yeah. Huh? Different restaurant. Yeah, I can't go to the same one every day.
However, that wasn't how it all began. Joan adopted the alias Missy for the job. Week after week, she visited Philip's regular hangout spots, mainly the fast food restaurants around town. It took some time, but Missy gradually became a familiar face to Philip, and even before Missy had a chance to get close to Philip, she stumbled upon a crucial piece of information from one of his friends.
She said you could sit with her.
No, really, you can sit with me.
It's okay.
No, please do.
We have assigned seats here.
You do, don't you? I don't. There wasn't a tag on mine when I got here. I'm new to the group. I needed a tag.
Hi.
I'm Missy.
I'm Fran.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You smell good.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
I can't even smell it.
What you smell?
Oscar.
Is it?
He's around.
Oh, it smells good.
All right.
You get it tomorrow.
Have a good
Yeah,
one.
have a good one.
You too.
Don't get friendly with him.
Oh, really? With that guy there?
He's the one that likes the next.
Somebody was telling me about that.
Yeah. They can't find the body, so they can't charge.
Do you think he did it?
He said he did, and then he's not well in the head.
Missy, as we're calling her going forward, knew it was time to step up her game in order to get a confession from Philip. She took a chance by starting to go on walks with him. During their conversations, she fabricated a story about her mother being sick and how she was exhausted from caring for her. This narrative oddly aligned with Philip's own story about Roberta, and before long, they formed an unexpected connection. And soon enough, they finally met up to discuss the matter.
To say they indict me,
Yeah.
but they told my doctor, Dr. Rich was my psychologist when I was in the hospital.
That's not who you're seeing now.
No.
No.
He said the chief of police in Hartville said they didn't have enough to indict you.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what my son Kenny's trying to do to keep him stirred up. I don't know what. I don't know.
Well, but they can't. I mean, the thing is, you can't get things stirred up if they're,
But what I'm concerned about, I don't want a police car coming to your mom's house.
Oh, yeah.
And since you and I text each other,
You think they
well, say they
take your phone?
confiscate my phone.
Yeah.
They're going to say, who is Melissa Schiffer?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but they could grill me all day. I told you. I'm
So
tight-lipped.
So I told this lady, I said, all she can tell them is that
I wouldn't tell them
my
anything.
wife passed away.
I wouldn't tell them anything. I'd just say I'd talk to you sometimes at Hartford. I'd go to Hartford, drink coffee. I wouldn't even tell them that. That's the thing, like at Burger King, they don't know what you tell. People don't know what you tell me. Like at Burger King, like Fran, like all I know is that she goes and works out. People don't tell me anything. So if somebody were to come talk to me and say, what did he tell you? I would go, we talk about the weather and it's snowing and coffee. And every now and then he goes, how's your mom doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, trust me, I am one tight lip. Yeah. I'm not worried about that one bit. Not one bit. And I told you before, I've been challenged that way with my girlfriend.
Have you?
About 25 years ago, yeah.
With the police?
Uh-huh. Yep.
And you didn't tell him nothing.
Of course I didn't tell him anything. Why would I tell him anything? She's my friend. I don't want to see her in jail.
Missy's responses are perfect. She knows exactly how to reply in a way that would put Philip at ease. On top of that, when Philip hears that Missy has been helpful to a friend during a police intervention, he starts to feel even more comfortable with her. Now the question remains, how much will Philip start to share?
I felt bad. I thought, he probably thinks I'm like all kinds of yesterday, like every yesterday. He probably thinks I'm all kinds of crazy.
No.
Okay, because I just,
No, I don't.
that's just sort of how I roll. That's why, and I didn't mean it mean when I go, oh, I think you did it. I just think you did it because I think we're a lot alike, and I know that I would do it. I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. It's interesting because I would do it. I am. But if you need someone to, you don't ever have to tell me. But if you need somebody to know, which was how it was with my girlfriend, and she every now and then, not very often, her and I would meet, and she would like, hey, I got to talk about, and she would get it off her chest because she trusts me, and I could be that person for you. I want you to know that. But come on, tell me.
Tell you what?
I don't know.
I can't tell you anything else.
I thought you were going to tell me. I was like, I'm thinking, how would I do it? What would I do? And I think we're a lot alike. I think we think alike. So I'm thinking so I was thinking about it last night. I actually fell asleep thinking about it. And I was thinking about it last night. I even dreamt about it because it was like, how would I do it? And I don't think I'd have her in the truck that long. That's the thing.
But it was 0. No, not 0, but 10 degrees.
It was cold. Yeah. But
So
what if you got pulled over or something?
I didn't care.
Yeah.
I was in
Right.
shock.
Right. I get that.
And what are they going to find?
But however, though, you're very smart. You are very, very, very smart. That's what, and you fooled them.
Philip is receiving compliment after compliment, boosting his ego in ways that almost makes him feel like a teacher, and Missy, his eager student seeking guidance. In his mind, he's growing more confident, but little does he know, Missy has crafted this all so that he may incriminate himself. Philip is stepping right into her trap without even realizing it.
Which is intriguing. I get it. When you said she got mean, and I think she got mean, and you just snapped. And I'm not sure how you did it, but I'm intrigued about that. I think you just snapped, and I think you're very smart. I think you're very, very smart. And you're like, okay, this is how I can, and you got away with it. Like, that is what's cool. I don't know how much effort it takes to do that.
Not much.
It doesn't?
2 minutes. 2 minutes can get kind of long.
I was going to say, is that, will she be fighting?
Maybe.
And yelling?
No, she couldn't yell because she'll face down in the car.
I could totally do it. Well, did you do it well enough so they're not going to find something? That's what I'm trying to help you with. You know what I mean? Because I get you.
Philip is having the time of his life. He's so proud of himself at this point, he might even consider sharing his bank account with her. But behind all the praise and the word smart lies a sarcastic fool, and Philip has no idea he's walking right into the carefully laid trap.
So did you do it well enough that they're not going to find something? Or are you worried they're going to find something?
No, I'm not going to find it.
Are you sure?
No foul play.
Are you? No, are you? Did you do it well enough?
Me.
See, that's why you're probably stressing, because it's a maybe. Because if it were a yes, there's no way they're going to find it. then you would probably be, a lot more comfortable.
There's no way I can know.
Nice.
Just isn't any way I can know. I could give you a scenario.
Yes, give me a scenario. Right, and that's just, I'm with you.
Don't forget about the Tennessee River.
Okay.
I can give you a scenario.
Okay.
I asked a guy who picks up dumpsters behind, like Wendy's, Burger King.
Yeah.
So what do you do with that trash?
Yeah.
He said, take it to the dump. I said, what do you do with the neighborhood trash? He says, I take it and they sort through it.
You mean like the neighborhood trash that you put up by the road? Yeah. I'm not real smart. So, you put her in the dumpster.
Sure. That's a scenario.
I know, but okay. Oh, then she's buried 10 feet deep in garbage now. We won't find her. Been packaged. There's no way.
It's just a scenario.
I know. So just a scenario.
Repeatedly calling his story a scenario isn't doing Philip any favors, though it's clearly his way of trying to play it safe. But let's see just how detailed this so-called scenario becomes.
How long will it take for a body to decompose?
A year.
Does it really take that long?
Be bones.
But what about if you were in garbage? I would think that would speed it up.
I don't know. But she might not be in garbage. She might be in Tennessee.
What is it in hospital or something?
No, come on. Okay. You love to tease with me, don't you? Okay. Let's talk about the maybe. We're just scenario. It's just a scenario. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of dump? Did they say what kind of dump that the big ones go to?
Oh, it's huge.
It is. Like, how many people put it? Like ton? Like it's a big one, or is it like
It's huge.
Okay. Do they dump this? Well, you don't know. Do you know anything about the dump?
What that truck does, it compacts.
Mm-hmm.
The truck that picks up here from Wendy's,
Yeah.
Burger King, and over here at the that gas station,
Yeah.
that dumpster over there,
Yeah.
that it goes in and it
Compact. Right. Wow.
and he takes it to the dump and he pushes it out.
Okay. And then it pushes it out, and then they push out on top of it, or do they push out around it?
Well, then there's a big truck that dumps dirt.
Over top. You're
And
good.
there's pipes that come up to vent the methane.
So that it'll disintegrate. Right. This is just this. Yes. So, what do the pipes do?
Vents the methane.
Yeah. So it's been scenario-wise. It's been 3 months. So 3 months of, although it's been cold, not hot. It'll help when it's hot. Don't you think?
I don't know. It's a scenario.
Right. I know. See, now you got me intrigued.
The scenario continues, but unfortunately, Missy's wired camera loses charge midway. However, the audio keeps recording, and it's about to reveal something truly disturbing.
Okay, I got another bizarre idea.
I like bizarre ideas.
Okay. And the reason I said over here is because anybody over here.
Okay. It's that bizarre. I love that bizarre.
Jesus. I was in the carpenter's union.
Okay.
I put my wife on as my beneficiary
For life insurance.
for half of my pension.
Okay.
It'll be close to $900 a month.
Ooh.
If I die,
Yeah.
no one gets nothing. Okay.
Right.
They don't even know that my wife, because there's no death certificate.
Okay. Fine.
Say there's a marriage of convenience.
Then somebody gets
$900 a month.
interesting. Bizarre.
It's just an idea.
That is an idea. Bizarre, but You know I like bizarre. I have to think about that.
You don't even need to get frisky.
Good, 'cause I'm not frisky kind of person. Let's play cards. Let's play cards. And let me think about that. That's very interesting.
And my son Kenny doesn't even need to know.
Because he doesn't even know that you have. So if she would have died, if you would have died before her, she would have gotten all that?
900 a month.
Oh, wow. Here. Did she know that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It's like 860 collapsing.
Yeah. That's a lot of money.
Now, here's a reason behind his actions. Along with the difficulty of caring for Roberta's illness, money played a major role, which made the situation even more disturbing. With this revelation, there are now two clear motives behind Philip's crime. And finally, it's time to know what exactly happened that day.
You're going to tell me, though, how it happened, aren't you? I'm done. I think, wait. Yeah, I'm done. You're going to tell me how it happened?
After I get to Cincinnati, I'll tell you how.
No. Good try.
I'm done.
I think you should just tell me so we can get past that, so I can quit wondering. To tell you the truth. Because I'm wondering. And like I said, I don't even care, which is crazy about it. I don't even care if you cut her up, put her in a blender, and drank her for breakfast.
No,
Well, I know you didn't do that. I know. So, but it's sort of like, I'm like, okay, I'll be laying there like, okay, did he use it right? Did he, like, how?
No.
I know, but I want to know. And it's like, why? I don't know why. I just do.
Say she wasn't breathing. This is a scenario.
What?
And I'll put you get a plastic bag from some grocery stores don't have paper, they give you a plastic bag.
Like Giant Eagle,
Yeah.
the blue ones?
Yeah. Or, yeah.
Like that thin? No, that's pretty thin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say her tongue was stuck. If you put a bag, say this is just a scenario,
Right.
over her face
Yeah.
and tied it around her neck.
Right.
It's just a scenario.
Right.
She wasn't breathing anyway, possibly. But I didn't try to help her because she didn't want me to.
Right. So, but aren't those too thin? You know?
No.
But okay, so how long does it take? Does it take a while? And if I did that to would that be better to do it like that to my mom or with the pillow? If I were to do that.
If you were to do that.
Yeah. Do the pillow.
But say you have to tie the bag around her neck.
Yeah.
And it might be a month on her neck. Just a scenario.
Right.
Just a possibility.
Right. However, though, I think you're close enough to me to know that you know what I'm going to say, don't you?
No, I don't.
What do you think I'm going to say? You know me. What do you think I'm going to say?
That you're going to ask me how I did it again.
Well, I know how you did it.
How did I do it?
You, while she was asleep on the couch, you put a plastic bag over her head, which is and tied it up. She was on the plastic. But how'd you get her on the plastic?
She fell there on her own.
But I don't buy that.
Okay. Okay.
You know why? Because I can see it in your eyes.
Okay.
And I just want you to tell me, but I do find it very intriguing.
What, me?
Yeah,
Or the story?
both. Because I told you yesterday, and I get it. Like I get the fed up. I get it. You done?
Being numb.
Yeah.
Being numb.
Yeah. And all this happening, and you probably afterwards stood back and was like, what just happened? I'm guessing, I don't know. Tell me, does it feel like that?
Kind of does. Kind of.
Did you feel relief? Because I think that's how I would feel.
I didn't feel relief until I was on the road and in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Then I felt relief.
Then, well, you probably didn't feel relief till you're on your way back.
No, it was on my way down.
Even with her in there, you felt relief?
You should have done that.
Oh, I should have. But I'm glad you didn't show me, because I'm going to win fair and square.
Okay. I'm done.
Okay.
All the pieces of the puzzle had finally fallen into place. Missy had done her job perfectly, and Philip was none the wiser. When she left, he might have believed he had impressed a woman at his age, basking in his own twisted sense of charm. But his moment of triumph was short-lived, as soon after the officers arrived to greet him.
Yes. She's right there. She's right there?
You sure? No, I heard it.
How are you? Coming up on Hunky Board. Peachy King. Peachy King. Right here.
I haven't talked to him for a while. See anything you want. Is he okay?
He seems good.
You want to talk to me?
No.
No?
I talked to you as a friend.
Well, the bad news is you got to run for your arrest.
Okay.
So you got to come.
Just kidding.
Step up.
Can I park my truck at my apartment?
No, step up.
You're kidding.
Step up.
You're kidding.
Step up. Now, do me a favor. Let's get right over here. We're going to pat you down. Hands up against this.
73-year-old Philip Snyder was taken to jail on April 18, 2018, where he made one last attempt to reach out for help. He dialed his friend Missy's number, only to be met with silence. The lying monster still had no idea he'd been deceived. Soon after, he faced trial, and on August 27, 2018, he pleaded guilty.
To the charge of aggravated murder, how do you plead?
Guilty. I put her in the Tennessee River. That's where I put her.
All right, so you're telling me you put your wife in the Tennessee River?
Yes, sir.
As part of a plea agreement, he was required to reveal the location of 69-year-old Roberta Snyder's body. In exchange, prosecutors agreed to recommend a sentence of 20 years to life in prison, finally bringing this case to a close. So what are your thoughts on this case? What do you think truly drove Philip to take the life of his beloved wife? Given that he'd be in his 90s after 20 years, do you believe the sentence was justified? Feel free to share your opinions. We'd love to hear from you. If you have any cases you want us to cover, please share your suggestions in the comments section. Also, like, share, and subscribe to our channel to uncover more cases like this from around the world. Until then, stay safe.